Alright folks, today we are making this amazing looking spare ribs lasagna served in a whole bread. It's time to grill. Let's get this video started with the spare rib preparation. We have some nice pork ribs here, and first step is to get rid of the silver skin. So take a spoon, place it right under the silver skin, lift it lightly and then take off the whole skin. It should be that easy. Now repeat with the rest of your ribs. This is my glass bowl. I'm using this in a lot of my videos, one of my favorite tools. I'm not messing around on my cutting board today with the barbecue rub, so we are putting the barbecue rub onto the ribs inside my bowl. Here, make sure to season it from both sides. If you want, you can add a slight amount of mustard before adding the rub, but we are not doing this too complicated today. We have already fired up the GMG pellet grill, which is perfect for dishes like this. And we are headed for a cooking temperature of 110 degrees Celsius, which is approximately 224 degrees Fahrenheit. First phase should take about 2.5 hours. And here is the secret of today's recipes. This sauce by my friends, the Sizzle Brothers, Burgers and Ribs, is one of the best barbecue sauces you can use for this dish. It has to be that sauce to be perfect. Then you will need a small bottle of beer and a bowl. Take the whole bottle, which is 300 milliliters, and put it in the bowl. And after having the beer completely, add the same amount of sauce. You will need that mixture later for different steps, and it will lead to a great result. I promise, so stay tuned. Let's check the ribs after 2.5 hours. For the lasagna, you will need at least 3 of them. Again, here is my glass baking bowl, baking tray, baking form. Add some barbecue sauce, beer mixture, and place the ribs on top. Add about 3/4 of the sauce beer mixture on top and keep the rest for the lasagna plates later. Cover with foil, place back on the grill, and the second phase of cooking is at 140 degrees Celsius, 290 degrees Fahrenheit. The same time then phase number 1, 2.5 hours. Here is the result after 2.5 hours. I wish you could smell that. Smells good. The ribs are very good. They are tender and I really like the color. It's amazing. Make sure not to burn your fingers. You now have to take out all the bones. We only want that flavorful spare ribs meat for the lasagna. They are not completely overcooked. If you take one of these bones and if you take one of the pieces and take a bite, you still have a little bit of a bite. What I don't like is when your ribs starts to get mashed too much. So this is really beautiful spare ribs meat. These bones can be removed pretty easily. So just keep going. And the best thing is that the consistency of the sauce with the meat is perfect. It's a little bit thicker now. This is one reason why you should combine this with a bottle of beer, and here is the result after all the bones are gone. I bought these bread in my local bakery. This is where I buy my rolls every weekend. I bought it the day before I started making the lasagna because I don't want the bread to be completely fresh it's too soft, it might break and fall apart. We don't want that, so take a sharp knife and take all the bread inside out. This is the point where my kids love me. They also like to pull out all the things of German rolls and Kaiser rolls and Brötchen and all that stuff. And this is like heaven if you can eat as much as you want of that. Take your lasagna plates and let that soak up of that sauce barbecue mixture. Keep going with some more plates. Also add some smaller pieces. But these size of lasagna plates works really great for the bread. So start with the first layer of lasagna plate, followed by sauce béchamel. I've cooked that in the meantime, I haven't told you before. But this one is one of my Thermomix recipes. I really like that. Sauce is pretty easy. One layer of cheddar cheese, one layer of spare ribs meat. And keep going. Lasagna plates, béchamel, cheddar, meat. Press down. Plates, sauce, cheese, meat. Finally, no plate, only some more bechamel sauce and cheddar. Cover with the top of the bread. Place back on the grill at 140 degrees Celsius, 290 degrees Fahrenheit for another 30 minutes. And here is the result. And I love it. Outside the bread is a little bit crispy, but not too hard, not even burnt. Take a sharp knife, cut through the middle, and here is the result. I really like that. It looks so good. Can't wait to hear your thoughts about spare ribs lasagna grilled in a whole bread. Stunning. I love it. What didn't work was cutting the first slice. But who cares? It's delicious. Anyway, make sure to subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet. I would really appreciate that. Make sure to hit that like button, leave me a comment. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'm out. See you.